to this guided meditation for Lucid Dream Induction, a sleep story designed to help you gently unlock the boundless realms of your inner consciousness. Let us begin by simply inviting your eyes to drift closed, feeling the gentle weight of your eyelids as you settle into this quiet moment. And as you do, I want to extend my warmest welcome to this peaceful sanctuary. This is a personal space I hold just for you. For those returning, welcome back to this path we share. For those here for the very first time, know that this journey is always here, waiting. I am so deeply glad you have chosen to let me be your guide, to share this quiet, gentle path with me. Now, feel your awareness settling at the very top of your head, noticing the stillness there as a soft, gentle wave of relaxation begins to form right at your crown. You might imagine this wave as a warm, comforting light, a soft, soothing hue. It begins to spread, slowly, delicately, moving across your scalp, touching every single strand of hair, relaxing the delicate muscles beneath. You feel a softening, a release, a quiet loosening, letting go of any tension, any thoughts that might have lingered there, just dissolving like mist in the morning sun. You pause, focusing, feeling the very subtle tingle as this warmth spreads. It is a comforting warmth, like a ray of sunlight on a cool day, or the gentle embrace of a soft blanket. It feels utterly safe, utterly peaceful. Your mind begins to quiet. The edges of your awareness begin to soften. This sensation is like a gentle hum, a low, resonant vibration, filling the space at the crown of your head. You might even feel a subtle expansion, a sense of gentle opening, allowing yourself to simply be, to just exist in this tranquil space. And the wave continues its downward journey, slowly, delicately, now flowing across your forehead, smoothing away any lines, any worries, any frowns. Each tiny muscle relaxes. Each micro-expression softens. The skin on your forehead feels incredibly smooth, like silk, like still water. A quiet calm descends. You feel the weight of your thoughts becoming lighter, less significant, drifting away, like wisps of cloud on a clear blue sky. No need to hold on to them now, just letting them go. You linger here for a moment, feeling the air itself around your brow. It is cool, yet the sensation on your skin is warm. A beautiful paradox, a gentle contrast that deepens your relaxation. The air touches your skin with an almost imperceptible breath, a soft caress. You might notice the scent of the air, clean, pure, perhaps a hint of something sweet, like distant blossoms, or the faint, comforting aroma of lavender. It is a scent that encourages deep peace, a scent that guides you further inward, deeper into yourself. The soothing wave continues its gentle descent, now flowing into your temples, releasing any clenching, any pressure. You feel the tension simply melting away from the very deepest parts of your being, from the very surface of your skin. It melts like snowflakes on warm earth, leaving behind only softness, only ease. Your jaw begins to relax. The hinge softens. Your teeth gently part. Your tongue rests lightly in your mouth, without effort, without strain. All the tiny muscles that hold tension, all the subtle habits of clenching, they simply let go. You become aware of the silence, a profound, deep silence. It is not an empty silence, but a full, rich stillness, a silence that hums with gentle energy, a silence that cradles you like a soft nest. You hear the faint, distant rhythm of your own heart, a steady, gentle beat, like a quiet drum, deep within your chest. It is a comforting sound, a reminder of your life, your presence, your perfect being. This wave of pure relaxation now gently cascades over your cheekbones, down the sides of your face, into your ears, softening the delicate structures, the intricate curves, letting go of any strain, any holding. The tiny muscles around your eyes relax even further. Your eyelids feel incredibly heavy and wonderfully soft, like velvet petals, resting gently, protecting your precious vision. You feel a release behind your eyes, a deep, deep letting go of seeing, of perceiving, of doing, just being. You pause, observing the quality of the light, even with your eyes closed. You might perceive a soft, inner glow, a warm, golden light behind your eyelids, or perhaps a gentle, calming darkness, a deep indigo, a soft violet. This inner light or darkness is completely unique to you. It is a reflection of your own inner peace, a visual representation of your deepening calm. Each tiny flicker or movement of this internal light is a sign of your journey, your gentle descent into tranquility. And now, this beautiful wave of relaxation flows into your neck, releasing the powerful muscles there, the ones that hold your head, that carry the weight of your thoughts. You feel them softening, lengthening, letting go any stiffness, any soreness, any tension, simply dissolving, melting away like ice in warm water. Your head feels perfectly balanced, perfectly supported, weightless, and wonderfully free. You become aware of the soft fabric of your clothing against your neck, a gentle touch, a subtle pressure. You can almost feel the individual threads, the texture, the subtle coolness or warmth. It is a reminder of your body, safe, contained, and deeply relaxed. The air around your neck feels open, free, allowing breath to move easily, allowing energy to flow freely. A sense of lightness begins to emerge, a floating sensation. The wave moves down through your shoulders, releasing the broad muscles there, allowing them to drop, to soften, to surrender. Any burdens you might have carried, any responsibilities, any worries, they are gently lifted, gently set aside. You don't need to carry them now. You can simply let them go. Your shoulders feel heavy and simultaneously light, anchored, yet utterly free, like soft sand or a fluffy cloud. You focus your internal vision on your shoulders, imagining the tension as tight knots. And now, seeing those knots gently loosen, unravel, thread by thread, strand by strand, until they simply melt away, disappear, like a drawing erased from a chalkboard. The sensation is one of profound relief, a deep sigh from your very being, a release that echoes through your entire body. And this feeling of release flows down your arms, through your biceps, your triceps, your elbows, your forearms, all the way into your wrists, into your hands, and into each individual finger and thumb, spreading through every joint, every bone, every tiny muscle. Your hands feel heavy and wonderfully soft, resting gently wherever they lie, like two perfect, empty vessels. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just being. You notice the precise temperature of your hands. Perhaps they feel slightly warm or cool. Perhaps one hand feels different from the other. This gentle observation is part of your journey, part of your deepening awareness. You feel the subtle pressure of your fingers against each other or against the surface beneath them, the unique texture of your skin. Each tiny detail becomes a point of focus, a point of gentle surrender. You pause, allowing your awareness to settle entirely within your hands. You might imagine a soft, golden light permeating your hands, filling every cell, every crevice, making them feel utterly luminous, utterly relaxed. The very air around your hands feels different now, more alive, more gentle, as if it too is breathing with you, softly, calmly, perfectly. Now, this wave of relaxation continues its journey, moving into your chest, your upper back, your spine, softening the intricate muscles along your spine, releasing any rigidity, any stiffness. Your breath becomes wonderfully easy, effortless. You don't need to do anything to breathe. Your body breathes for you, gently, naturally, perfectly. Feel your chest softly rise and softly fall with each gentle breath, like the slow, steady rhythm of ocean waves on a calm, sunlit shore. You become aware of the sounds of your breath, the soft, gentle whisper of air entering your nostrils, a cool sensation, and the warm, gentle exhalation as the air leaves your body. Each breath is a perfect cycle, a complete journey. You do not need to alter it. You do not need to control it. Simply observe it. Simply allow it to be. A constant, comforting presence. And this wave flows into your abdomen, your lower back, your hips, releasing all tension from your core, from your center, allowing your internal organs to rest gently, to function perfectly, without effort, without strain. You feel a deep, grounding sensation here, a sense of rootedness, a feeling of absolute safety, absolute peace. Your hips feel open, soft, relaxed, letting go of anything held there for too long, for too many days. You linger here, focusing on the feeling of your body against the surface beneath you, the solid, unwavering support, the gentle pressure points where your body meets the bed or the floor. This feeling of support is constant, unconditional. You are completely held, completely safe. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to be, just resting, just dissolving into this soft, yielding embrace. The subtle shifts in pressure as your body settles further. Each micro movement is a deeper release. The wave of relaxation continues its journey down into your thighs, releasing the large, powerful muscles, allowing them to soften, to lengthen, to become heavy, and wonderfully limp into your knees, releasing any stiffness, any aches, any holding. The joints feel fluid, supple, effortless, down into your calves, releasing those muscles that carry you through your day, allowing them to soften, to let go. You might notice the feeling of the fabric of your clothes against your legs, a gentle friction, or the coolness of the air. This tactile sensation reminds you of your physical presence, your anchor in this moment. Yet, within this anchoring, a lightness begins to grow, a sense of dissolving boundaries, as if your body is becoming softer, more fluid, less defined, and wonderfully free. And finally, this wave of exquisite relaxation flows all the way down into your ankles, your feet, each individual toe, spreading through every bone, every ligament, every tendon. Your feet feel completely relaxed, completely open, completely at peace, as if they are gently sinking into soft, warm sand or floating on calm water, all the way from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. Your entire body is now deeply, profoundly relaxed. You take a moment to simply bask in this feeling, this complete and utter surrender. From head to toe, you might feel a gentle tingling, or a pleasant warmth, or a wonderful sense of weightlessness, or a deep, profound heaviness. Whatever you feel is perfect for you. It is a sign of your deepening relaxation, your journey inward. You are safe. You are held. You are at peace. Now, imagine yourself standing at the top of a beautiful, softly lit spiral staircase. The air around you is still and incredibly pure. It smells faintly of ancient stone and distant, sweet-smelling blossoms. The light is a soft, luminescent glow, not too bright, not too dim, just perfect. It emanates from the walls themselves, a gentle, comforting radiance. You pause, taking in the scene before you. The staircase is made of smooth, polished stone, each step a subtle, warm gray, with a faint, shimmering iridescence, as if tiny particles of stardust are embedded within. The The banister is carved from an aged, dark wood, smoothed by countless gentle touches, feeling cool and solid beneath your imagined hand. You take your first step down. Your intention is clear: to descend into a deeper state of relaxation. With each step down, you feel your body becoming even softer, even more profoundly at ease. Your foot connects with the cool, smooth stone, a gentle pressure, a quiet sense of stability. The sound of your step is barely a whisper, a soft, almost silent thud that resonates gently through the tranquil air. You pause, focusing on the feeling of your foot on the step, the coolness, the solidity, the slight texture beneath your sole. You notice how effortlessly your weight shifts, how perfectly balanced you are. There is no hurry here, only a gentle, unhurried descent. This movement is a slow, flowing dance, a deliberate, peaceful journey deeper into your inner world. Now you take a second step, downward, deeper, feeling that quiet surrender expand. The very air around you seems to grow heavier, in a comforting way, like a soft, warm blanket, enveloping you, protecting you. Each step takes you further away from the surface world, further away from any lingering thoughts, any external sounds. You are drifting, gently, safely. As you descend, you begin to notice the walls of the staircase. They are not simply stone. They are adorned with intricate, swirling patterns, like ancient glyphs or delicate vines that seem to glow faintly from within. You find yourself wondering about their meaning, their story, but there's no need to decipher them now. Just appreciate their silent beauty, their profound depth. You take a third step and a fourth. Your body feels lighter now, almost as if you are floating, gliding down, rather than stepping. The air around you grows slightly cooler, a refreshing coolness that invigorates without disturbing your calm. It feels like breathing in liquid moonlight, pure, clean, revitalizing, yet still so utterly soothing. You pause, letting your awareness rest on the air itself. You can almost taste it, a subtle sweetness, a faint metallic tang, like distant starlight or the purity of mountain spring water. It fills your lungs with an exquisite sense of renewal, a quiet strength, and you feel your mind becoming clearer, more focused, more ready to explore. You continue your descent, each step a gentle release. You are going down, down, deeper down, into a place of perfect peace, into a space of profound imagination. You might feel a gentle pull, a soft drawing, guiding you effortlessly downwards. This sensation is like being carried on a calm river, gently flowing, gently moving towards a peaceful destination. The light around you begins to change, becoming a richer, deeper hue, a soft, oceanic blue, or a velvety violet. It bathes the entire staircase in a magical glow, making the ancient patterns on the walls seem to subtly shift, to softly dance, to to slowly transform before your inner eye. A sense of wonder begins to stir within you, a gentle curiosity about what lies below. You take another step and another. You are so deeply relaxed now, so utterly at ease. The sound of your own quiet breathing is the only sound that truly matters. It is a soft, rhythmic comfort, a gentle anchor. In this beautiful, flowing descent, you feel a quiet sense of anticipation, not an anxious anticipation, but a calm, joyful expectation of what you are about to discover. You pause, becoming aware of your own heartbeat again, a steady, reassuring rhythm. It is perfectly in sync with your breathing, perfectly in tune with this gentle descent. It tells you that you are alive, you are present, you are completely safe. This is a moment of pure, unadulterated peace, a sanctuary within yourself, a journey of self-discovery. As you continue down, the air feels even softer, like old velvet against your skin. And now you notice a new scent, a faint, ethereal fragrance, like something from another world or another time. It is deep and mysterious, yet utterly inviting. It whispers of ancient wisdom and forgotten dreams. It draws you further, deeper, into the unknown with a sense of calm assurance. You take more steps, each one a deeper surrender. You are almost at the bottom now. You can sense it, a profound shift in the energy, a deepening quiet, a broadening of the space. You feel your consciousness expanding, softly, gently, like a blooming flower, opening its petals to the sun, or like a quiet ripple spreading across a still lake. The staircase begins to subtly curve more broadly. The steps become wider, more expansive, leading you towards a grand, arched opening. Beyond this arch, you can sense a vastness, a profound, awe-inspiring space. You feel a gentle breeze, a whisper of cool air coming from this opening, carrying with it the faint, intoxicating scent of something truly ancient, truly magical. You step onto the final step, feeling its immense solidity beneath your feet, a subtle resonance, a deep echo of countless descents before yours. Your intention is strong, to fully awaken within the dream, to be consciously present in the world that awaits you. You know that you are capable, you are ready, you are empowered to explore, to create, to experience. You stand now at the threshold of a magnificent entrance. The archway itself seems to shimmer with an inner light, like liquid silver. It beckons you gently, inviting you forward. You take a moment to notice your hands, to see the subtle lines and details shift and shimmer, to watch as the very essence of your fingers seems to softly glow. A gentle reminder that this is a dream, and you are lucid, you are aware. You extend your intention to know, to remember, to be fully present within this dreamscape. You remind yourself that you are the creator here, the artist, the architect, that your awareness shapes reality. Your thoughts paint the world around you, and this knowledge fills you with a quiet confidence, a deep sense of inner power. Now, as you gently step through the shimmering archway, you find yourself within the coronal vortex atrium, a majestic, open-air temple dome. It is an impossible place, simultaneously open to the vast cosmos above you and submerged in a starlit ocean below. The very air around you hums with silent energy, a low, resonant thrum that vibrates deep within your bones. You are standing on a translucent platform, a crystalline surface that feels cool and smooth beneath your feet. It is as if you are suspended in the very heart of this wonder. The cosmos stretches infinitely above you, a tapestry of nebulae, of distant galaxies, of glittering stars, each one a tiny diamond on velvet cloth. The colors are breathtaking. Deep purples, rich blues, fiery oranges, swirling together in a cosmic dance. You pause, gazing upward. The stars do not simply twinkle. They pulse, they breathe, with a soft internal light. You might notice one particular star, brighter than the others, calling to you with a gentle, silent invitation. Its light feels cool, pure, like liquid silver pouring from the heavens. Your internal monologue notes a feeling of immense smallness, yet also an incredible connection, a knowing that you are part of this grandeur, a tiny yet vital piece of the infinite. Then you shift your gaze downward. Below your feet, beneath the crystalline platform, is an ocean, a starlit ocean. Its depths are not dark, but filled with spiraling currents of luminous water. These currents move with a slow, graceful power, like cosmic rivers, flowing through an endless night. And within these luminous currents, you see constellations of living light, tiny, bioluminescent creatures, moving in perfect synchronicity, forming fluid patterns of impossible beauty. You feel the slight tremor of the platform beneath you, a gentle vibration, as if the entire structure is breathing, expanding, contracting, with the subtle pulse of the cosmic currents. The air here smells of salt, of ozone, and of something utterly fresh, clean, like the birth of a new world. It fills your senses with a profound sense of awe, a quiet reverence. Time here feels different, distorted. You begin to perceive intricate glimpses of alien futures, of primeval pasts. They exist in simultaneous, translucent layers around you. Within the swirling currents, you see fleeting images of towering crystalline cities beneath alien suns, or vast primordial forests where dinosaurs roam. These visions are like translucent overlays, shifting, changing, blending into one another, like dreams within dreams. You reach out a hand, almost without thinking. Your intention is to understand, to interact, to test the boundaries of this reality. You extend your arm slowly, deliberately, towards a nearby water star floating within one of the luminous currents. Your skin feels the subtle currents of the air, a cool, gentle whisper against your fingertips. As your hand moves through the space, you pause, focusing intently on the sensation. The anticipation builds, not as anxiety, but as a quiet, scientific curiosity. The light from the water star casts a soft, pearlescent glow onto your approaching fingers, making your skin seem to shimmer with its borrowed luminescence. You breathe softly, gently, your heart beating a slow, steady rhythm. Your fingers approach the water star. It pulses with a soft, internal light, a tiny, living galaxy. Will your hand pass through it like mist, or will it solidify into an ancient relic from a forgotten civilization? Your mind is ready, prepared for either outcome. For any truth this dream reveals. The air between your fingers and the water star feels charged with potential, with possibility. And then your fingertips make contact, and you feel not mist, not emptiness, but a solid, cool, smooth surface. The water star has solidified. It is a perfect miniature sphere, nestled in the palm of your hand. It hums with a faint, internal vibration. A gentle warmth spreads through your fingers, and as you gaze at it, you realize this is not just a solid object. It is an ancient relic. The surface of the sphere is covered in tiny, intricate etchings, like microscopic constellations or forgotten hieroglyphs. You can feel the subtle texture of these markings beneath your thumb. They seem to tell a story, a very old story from a time long, long ago, or perhaps from a future yet to come. The relic itself feels surprisingly heavy, a grounding weight in the midst of this fluid temporal space. You bring the water star relic closer, noticing its subtle, earthy scent, like rich, damp soil and ancient metal. It feels both alien and strangely familiar, as if a piece of your own forgotten past has resurfaced in this impossible place. This is a profound moment, a confirmation of your lucidity, a tangible link to the dream's incredible depth. You feel a quiet confidence bloom within you, a sense of mastery. This world responds to your touch, to your intention. You are not just an observer here. You are a participant, a co-creator. You understand that your consciousness is not merely an internal state, but an expansive, geometric force. As you expand your awareness and deepen your lucidity, the very architecture of this world can reconfigure around you. You now turn your attention to a distant, glowing current, one of the spiraling rivers of luminous water, far off in the coronal vortex atrium. Your intention is to observe, to influence, to control. You focus your inner vision upon it, gently, softly, like shining a mental flashlight upon a specific point in the vast expanse. You watch as the current slowly reroutes its intricate flow. It begins to bend, to curve, to shift its direction, responding to your silent mental direction. The light within it intensifies slightly, a subtle shimmer, a gentle pulse. It is a graceful, slow dance, a fluid response to your focused intention. This is the inherent physics of this dreamscape, rewarding your heightened awareness by revealing hidden roots and deeper, more profound levels of reality. As the current subtly shifts its path, a previously hidden chamber or pathway begins to reveal itself. It is not an abrupt unveiling, but a gradual, gentle emergence, like a secret door slowly swinging open. The light within the newly revealed pathway is different, softer, more inviting, a gentle, shimmering pearl color. It seems to pulse with a quiet energy, a soft call. You feel a profound sense of connection to this living, breathing architecture. The dream is a direct reflection of your inner state, your awareness, your intention. This realization grounds you even more deeply within this surreal, beautiful space. You know that you are safe, you are powerful, you are truly at home. Within this lucid dreamscape, you pause, observing the subtle sounds of the atrium, the gentle, almost musical hum of the spiraling currents, the faint, distant whispers of the cosmic winds, the soft, resonant echo of your own thoughts. It is a symphony of stillness, a choir of quietude. Each sound contributes to the profound peace, the deep sense of wonder that surrounds you. You decide to make your way towards this newly revealed pathway. Your intention is clear: to explore, to understand, to delve deeper into the mysteries of this chronal vortex atrium. You become aware of the sensation of gravity's caress. This is not a heavy, pulling force, but a constant, gentle pressure, a soft embrace that allows you to glide effortlessly through the cosmic water and air. You initiate a gentle movement, a subtle shift of your intention, and you begin to float slowly, gracefully, across the crystalline platform towards the opening. Your body feels incredibly light, almost weightless. The air itself feels like a supportive medium, like warm, liquid light, holding you, guiding you. With every subtle shift of your consciousness, you feel the currents like velvet ribbons against your skin. As you glide, a soft, sensuous touch that enhances the feeling of effortless movement. The air itself seems to part for you, gently, invitingly, as you propel yourself forward with the merest whisper of a thought. Your movements are not forced. They are a flowing extension of your intention. As you move, you notice that your every action leaves a trail, a shimmering, colored light. It emanates from your form, like a celestial artist's brushstroke. Each movement creates an artful dance, a beautiful, transient sculpture of light against the deep cosmic backdrop. The colors of your light trail are vibrant, changing with your inner mood, your deepening focus. You glance down at your hands again, still glowing with a soft, inner luminescence. They are translucent now, almost ethereal, but undeniably present. You watch as tiny motes of light dance across your palms, like miniature stars or living dust. This reality check confirms, again, that you are truly lucid, truly awake within this dream. The air around you feels like pure energy. You can almost feel its texture, its density. It is not empty space, but a living, breathing substance that responds to your presence, to your awareness. You can feel its subtle vibrations against your skin, a continuous, gentle hum that resonates with your own inner frequency. You arrive at the entrance to the newly revealed pathway. The opening is tall and narrow, carved from the same iridescent stone as the main atrium, but with a slightly darker, more mysterious hue. The pearlescent light emanating from within invites you further, deeper. It feels like stepping into the heart of a giant pearl, or the core of a sleeping star. You pause at the threshold, taking a deep, gentle internal breath. The air inside the pathway feels different, richer, denser, carrying a more concentrated version of that ancient, magical scent. A whisper of something metallic, something sweet, something utterly unknown, yet utterly compelling. You make the intention to step inside. Your foot moves forward, effortlessly, as if guided by an invisible current. The crystalline surface of the pathway floor is cool, smooth, emitting a faint internal glow that illuminates your path with a soft, comforting radiance. Each step is a mindful journey, a conscious exploration. As you fully enter the pathway, the archway behind you seems to subtly shift, to softly close, not with a harsh sound, but with a gentle, flowing movement, like water coming together or clouds reforming. You are now entirely within this new space, enveloped by its unique energy, its profound stillness. The walls of this pathway are not smooth. They are composed of intricate, interwoven crystalline structures, like the inside of a geode. Each crystal pulses with its own soft, internal light, creating a mesmerizing dance of shadows and glows. The light here is a kaleidoscope of shifting colors, from deep emeralds to brilliant sapphires to shimmering amethysts. You reach out a hand, drawn by the sheer beauty of one particularly vibrant cluster of crystals. Your intention is simply to touch, to connect, to understand its essence. Your fingers approach the crystalline surface. The air around it feels cooler, more electrically charged. A subtle crackle of static before contact. Your fingertips brush against the crystal, and you feel a surprising warmth, a gentle vibration that resonates through your hand, into your arm, and into your very core. The surface is smooth, yet with a subtle, complex texture, as if countless tiny facets are present, each one reflecting a miniature universe. Within its depths, you linger here, allowing your senses to fully absorb this moment. The feel of the crystal against your skin, the soft, resonant hum it emits, the intricate play of light and shadow it creates. Your internal monologue notes the incredible artistry of this dream world, its capacity for infinite detail, its profound beauty. You continue to glide forward, deeper into the crystalline pathway. The path itself begins to subtly undulate, to gently curve, as if it is alive, breathing, expanding and contracting. With a slow, organic rhythm, you move with it, effortlessly, synchronizing your own internal rhythm. With the gentle pulse of the pathway, the air here feels denser, heavier, not in an oppressive way, but in a way that suggests profound energy, concentrated power. You feel a subtle pressure against your body, as if you are moving through a medium that is both air and water simultaneously. It is the continuation of gravity's caress, guiding you, supporting you, allowing you to float with perfect ease. You notice the complete absence of echoes, despite the crystalline surfaces. The sounds you make, your gentle breath, the subtle hum of the pathway, they are absorbed, contained within this rich, resonant space, creating a feeling of profound intimacy, a deep connection to this inner world. As you glide deeper, you see a pedestal rising from the crystalline floor in the center of a small, circular chamber. The pedestal is made of a darker, almost obsidian-like stone, polished to a mirror sheen, and resting upon it is the luminoweave gauntlet. Your heart gives a gentle flutter, a quiet thrill of recognition. The gauntlet pulses with a soft, ethereal light. It is a seamless glove, woven from strands of solidified starlight and living bioluminescent mycelium. The colors shift and flow across its surface like captured nebulae or tiny, swirling galaxies. It is a thing of impossible beauty. You approach the pedestal, slowly, deliberately. Your movements are filled with grace, with a quiet reverence. The gauntlet emanates a faint, electric hum, a gentle song that only you can hear. It draws you closer, inviting you to connect, to wear its power, to become one with its essence. You pause before the pedestal, taking in every intricate detail of the gauntlet. The solidified starlight threads shimmer with a cool, silver light, while the bioluminescent mycelium glows with a warm, organic luminescence. The two opposing forces, perfectly balanced, perfectly intertwined, creating a harmonious whole. You reach out a hand, the one that previously held the water star relic. Your intention is clear, pure, and unwavering. You wish to don the gauntlet, to experience its power, to integrate its abilities into your lucid dream mastery. You feel a subtle warmth radiating from the gauntlet, calling to your touch. Your fingers slowly reach towards the gauntlet. The air between your hand and the glove feels almost tangible, like a soft, shimmering veil. You feel a gentle drawing, an almost magnetic pull. As your hand approaches, the very essence of the gauntlet seems to acknowledge your intention, your readiness. You gently slide your hand into the luminoweave gauntlet. The material feels surprisingly soft, pliant, like a second skin. It molds perfectly to your hand, to your wrist, to your forearm. There are no seams, no edges. It is a living, breathing extension of yourself. The cool starlight, the warm mycelium, they balance perfectly. As the gauntlet settles onto your hand, a surge of energy flows through you. It is not overwhelming, but gentle, invigorating, a quiet hum that resonates deep within your being. You feel a new awareness, an expanded perception of the light sources around you, of the subtle forces of gravity in this dream world. You now possess the ability to subtly manipulate the dream's light sources and gravity, but you remember the instruction. Only if your intention is clear, pure, and unwavering. It reflects your mastery over inner energies. This is not about brute force, but about focused consciousness, about the power of your lucid mind. You look around the crystalline chamber, noticing the myriad of glowing crystals embedded in the walls. Your intention forms, gently, clearly, to dim a distant glow. A small, particularly bright emerald crystal far off on the chamber wall. You focus your inner vision upon it, gently, but with unwavering intent. You watch. As the emerald crystal's light slowly dims, not abruptly, but gradually, gracefully, like a candle flame gently fading. It is a subtle shift, a delicate adjustment, a perfect manifestation of your conscious will. The surrounding crystals seem to acknowledge this change, their own light pulsing softly in response. You then shift your intention to intensify a nearby illumination, a soft amethyst crystal. Closer to your position, you focus with unwavering clarity and watch. As the amethyst crystal's light slowly brightens, growing more vibrant, more luminous, its purple glow deepening, expanding, filling the immediate space with a rich, inviting radiance. You feel a profound sense of empowerment, of creative control. This gauntlet is truly an extension of your lucid mind, a tool to shape the dream, to sculpt reality with the mere whisper of a thought. You understand that this manipulation is not external, but internal, a reflection of your inner clarity, your inner light. You pause, letting your awareness settle on the feeling of the gauntlet itself. It hums with a gentle energy against your skin, a constant reminder of your expanded abilities. You can feel the subtle movements of the living mycelium strands, the cool, stable presence of the solidified starlight. It is a delicate balance, a powerful synergy. Now, you decide to experiment with gravity, to adjust your own buoyancy for effortless movement through any medium your intention forms. Clearly, purely, to become lighter still, to float higher towards the magnificent crystalline ceiling of this chamber. You imagine yourself gently lifting, effortlessly rising, and indeed, you feel a subtle shift, a gentle upward pull. Your body begins to float more freely, more profoundly. You rise slowly, gracefully, towards the highest point of the chamber. The crystalline formations on the ceiling shimmer with your approaching light, reflecting your ethereal form. You feel the currents of the air, like velvet ribbons against your skin. As you ascend, the gentle pressure of gravity's caress, adjusting itself to your will, allowing you to glide, to drift, without effort, without struggle. Your every movement is still an artful dance, leaving shimmering trails of colored light in your wake, a testament to your lucid artistry. You reach the ceiling and gently stop, hovering in the air, just a few inches below the highest crystal spires. You feel completely at ease, perfectly balanced. In this state of weightless suspension, you can see the entire chamber below you now, a breathtaking panorama of glowing crystals, of shifting lights, of profound beauty. You pause here, lingering in this elevated state. The air at this height feels even purer, even more ethereal. You can almost hear the soft, internal singing of the crystals themselves, a high-pitched, delicate hum that resonates with your peaceful mind. The silence here is deep and filled with wonder. You decide to explore the starlit tidal caverns. You know that within a section of these caverns, temporal currents are unusually unstable, causing crystalline pathways to subtly shift, reorient, and even momentarily disappear, creating a gentle yet disorienting maze. Your growth challenge here is not to struggle against these continuous, flowing changes, but to surrender to the inherent instability, observing the distortions with a detached curiosity, allowing the maze to naturally reconfigure and reveal its intended lucid path. As you relax into the dream's dynamic nature, you form the intention to descend from the ceiling, gently, gracefully, and to find the entrance to the starlit tidal caverns. You feel a gentle downward pull, a soft, effortless descent, as your buoyancy adjusts. Under the silent guidance of your luminoweave gauntlet and your clear intention, you land softly, gently on the crystalline floor without a sound, your feet barely registering the contact. It is like landing on a bed of soft feathers or a cloud. You feel a quiet gratitude for this incredible freedom of movement, this profound mastery over the physics of your dream world. You begin to move forward again, gliding effortlessly. Your intention is to seek out the entrance to the starlit tidal caverns. You look for a sign, a subtle indication within the shifting crystalline walls. Your eyes scan the intricate patterns, the luminous glows, the interplay of light and shadow. As you glide, you notice a section of the wall that appears slightly different. The crystals here seem to shimmer with a more intense light, and the patterns within them are more fluid, more dynamic, as if constantly reforming before your eyes. This feels like the subtle indication you were seeking, the entrance to a new, more dynamic realm. You approach this shimmering section of the wall with a quiet curiosity, noticing the faint, high-pitched hum it emits, a sound that is almost at the edge of human hearing, yet undeniably present. It feels like a calling, a gentle invitation to step into an even deeper layer of this wondrous dream. As you draw closer, the crystalline wall begins to subtly part, not as a door swinging open, but as if the very structure of the crystals is dissolving, reforming, creating an opening, a new pathway. It is a slow, mesmerizing process, a beautiful, organic transformation. Before your very eyes, you feel a gentle breeze emanating from this opening. It carries a scent that is both familiar and alien, like the deep ocean and distant, ancient forests, combined with the faint, metallic tang of starlight. It is a complex, rich aroma that deepens your sense of wonder, your profound immersion. You step into the opening, and immediately you sense a change in the environment. The air here feels more fluid, more kinetic, as if you are truly entering a realm where consciousness shapes geometry. The crystalline pathways here are indeed shifting, reorienting, even momentarily disappearing, just as predicted. This is the beginning of the starlit tidal caverns. The light here is softer, more diffuse, coming from countless tiny bioluminescent sources embedded within the cavern walls. It is a soft, deep blue, with shimmering veins of silver and occasional flashes of gold, like captured lightning. You notice that the ground beneath you is not a solid, stable surface, but a constantly shifting mosaic of crystalline tiles, each one gently lifting, gently settling, slowly morphing its shape, its position. It is like walking on a living, breathing floor, a complex, ever-changing puzzle. Your initial reaction might be a flicker of disorientation, a subtle question about how to navigate this shifting landscape. But you remember the instruction to surrender to the inherent instability, to observe these distortions with a detached curiosity, to relax into the dream's dynamic nature. You breathe softly, gently, allowing any thought of struggle to simply dissolve, to float away. You focus instead on the feeling of your body, your innate balance, your effortless grace. You feel the constant, gentle pressure of gravity's caress, adapting to the shifting ground, maintaining your perfect equilibrium. You take a step forward. Your foot connects with a crystalline tile. It gently shifts beneath you, almost imperceptibly, but you feel the movement, the subtle give. You move with it, allowing your weight to flow, to adapt. It feels like dancing on a liquid surface, a harmonious, flowing movement. As you move, the crystalline pathways before you subtly reorient themselves. A path that seemed to lead one way now gently curves in another direction. A section that appeared solid now seems to subtly dissolve, becoming translucent, almost invisible. It is a truly dynamic maze, a living labyrinth. You pause, focusing on the visual spectacle of these shifting pathways, the light playing across their ever-changing surfaces, the intricate patterns forming and unforming, like a grand, cosmic kaleidoscope. You observe without judgment, without desire to force a path. You simply watch with quiet, detached curiosity. You realize that this disorienting maze is not meant to be conquered, but to be experienced, to be understood, not through logic, but through intuition, through surrender. You understand that your consciousness, as a fluid geometry, interacts directly with this environment. It is a reflection, a response. You allow your gaze to softly unfocus, to take in the whole scene, the vastness of the shifting caverns, the multitude of luminous crystals, the constant, graceful dance of the temporal currents. You feel a deepening sense of peace, a quiet acceptance of this beautiful, unstable reality. You become aware of the sounds within the starlit tidal caverns, a soft, resonant hum from the crystals themselves, a gentle, liquid whisper as the temporal currents ebb and flow, a faint, almost imperceptible ringing sound as crystalline pathways shift, reorient. It is a symphony of subtle movements, a delicate song of change. You lift your gauntlet-clad hand, not to manipulate anything, but simply to feel the shift in the air, the subtle vibrations, the constant flow of energy. Your connection to this world feels absolute, profound. The gauntlet itself seems to pulse with a slightly different rhythm now, synchronized with the dynamic instability of the caverns. You take another step and another, letting your intuition guide you, allowing the pathways to reveal themselves naturally, organically. As you relax into the dream's dynamic nature, you find that as you let go of the need to control, to predict, the path ahead becomes clearer, not in a static way, but in a fluid, unfolding manner. The air around you feels almost alive. You can feel its subtle currents, its gentle shifts, as if it too is guiding you, gently pushing you, softly pulling you towards the most appropriate direction. The scent of ozone, of deep, ancient water, and something subtly metallic intensifies here. It is the breath of this living maze. You observe how the luminous water far below you in certain sections of the cavern seems to flow against itself, creating swirling eddies of light and intricate miniature whirlpools of color. These are the temporal currents, made visible, made tangible, a testament to the fluidity of time itself. You glance at the luminoweave gauntlet on your hand. It seems to glow with a slightly more intense light here, a soft, constant pulse, as if it is absorbing and radiating the dynamic energy of the starlit tidal caverns. It is your anchor, your connection to the core principles of this dreamscape. You find yourself drifting through a particularly intricate section of the caverns, where the crystalline pathways are shifting with even greater frequency, reorienting themselves every few seconds, like a complex, slow-motion kaleidoscope. It would be easy to feel lost here, disoriented, but you choose not to. Instead, you embrace the instability. You observe the distortions with a detached curiosity. You notice the precise angle at which a pathway curves before it gently dissolves and reforms as a different shape, a new direction. You are not striving against it. You are dancing with it, moving in harmony with its constant change. You feel a quiet smile spread across your face, a profound sense of understanding. This experience is not about reaching a destination, but about the journey itself, about the process of surrender, of observation, of allowing. This cynical world of shifting realities is revealing its deepest truth through your acceptance. You notice a series of translucent layers of light hovering just above the crystalline pathways. They are like shimmering veils or subtle holograms, and within these layers you see fleeting images of other dreamers, other explorers, other times. Their forms are indistinct, ghostly, yet undeniably present. You pause, focusing on one of these translucent layers. You see a momentary glimpse of an ancient, stoic face, lines of wisdom etched deep into its features. It seems to gaze at you through the shimmering veil with an expression of quiet understanding, a subtle nod, a silent acknowledgement of your presence, your journey. You feel a profound sense of connection, not just to this dream world, but to all who have traversed such spaces, all who have sought lucidity, all who have embraced the fluid geometry of consciousness. You are part of a larger tapestry, a grand, cosmic weave of interconnected awareness. The air here begins to carry a subtle taste, like finely crushed starlight and ancient minerals. It is a taste that invigorates your senses, that sharpens your perception, that deepens your immersion into this living, breathing dream. Each inhale brings a renewed sense of clarity, a quiet empowerment. You take another step forward, or perhaps you simply allow yourself to be carried by the gentle, unseen currents of the cavern itself. The crystalline floor beneath your feet ripples like a liquid surface, responding to your presence, to your gentle intention. You are a part of this flow, an integral component, You now find yourself in a chamber that seems to vibrate with a particularly strong temporal current. The shifting pathways here are more dramatic, more frequent. Whole sections of crystal seem to dissolve into shimmering mist, only to resolidify moments later in a completely different configuration. It is a beautiful, chaotic dance of creation and dissolution. You watch with your detached curiosity, without fear, without judgment. You understand that this is the inherent nature of this space. It is a reflection of the constant flow of existence, the endless cycles of change. You are learning to move with it, to flow with it, to find stillness within its ceaseless motion. You reach out your gauntlet-clad hand, not to touch, but to simply feel the energy of the temporal current as it washes over you. It feels like gentle static, like soft electricity, a subtle vibration that tingles against your skin. And then a warmth, a comforting, enveloping warmth. It is a profound, energetic connection. You realize that by surrendering to the instability, by observing with detached curiosity, you are not losing control. You are gaining a deeper, more profound form of control. You are learning the language of this dream, the subtle syntax of its constantly reforming reality. You are becoming fluent. The light in this chamber is particularly mesmerizing. It pulses with a slow, rhythmic beat, a gentle ebb and flow of intensity, from deep oceanic blue to brilliant starlit silver. It illuminates the shifting pathways with an otherworldly glow, making every transformation a beautiful, silent spectacle. You feel a deep knowing that you can always find this path back, this quiet sanctuary I hold for you, just by remembering this feeling, just by choosing to return. As you now drift deeper, deeper into the wonder that awaits. And as you now drift deeper, deeper into the wonder that awaits, you feel a quiet recognition that the path before you, while shifting, is a dance you are learning. You understand that this chamber, vibrating with a particularly strong temporal current, is a place of profound teaching. You breathe softly, gently, and allow yourself to simply float further into its depths. The luminous crystals in the walls pulse with a mesmerizing rhythm, a soft internal beat that echoes the gentle rhythm of your own heart. Each pulse seems to subtly reshape the air around you, making it feel like liquid light, a medium that supports your every movement, your every thought. You begin to notice that the shimmering mist into which sections of crystal dissolved is not merely mist. It is composed of countless tiny, ephemeral motes of light, each one a miniature, fleeting memory, or a fragment of a forgotten dream. They swirl, they dance, creating translucent patterns that drift through the air. Like silent, shimmering snowflakes, each one holding a whisper of a story, a fragment of a forgotten self. Your internal monologue notes a gentle curiosity. What if these are echoes of your own past lucid dreams, or perhaps dreams yet to come? You feel a pull, a soft, magnetic drawing towards a particularly dense cluster of these memory modes. They seem to coalesce, to form a swirling vortex of shimmering light directly ahead of you, blocking the immediate path. This is not a harsh barrier, but a gentle challenge, a labyrinth of shifting realities, a test of your focus, your ability to surrender to the inherent instability while maintaining your inner clarity. You recall the instruction not to struggle, but to observe with detached curiosity, to relax into the dream's dynamic nature and allow the maze to naturally reconfigure, revealing its intended lucid path. You pause before this shimmering vortex. Your gauntlet-clad hand feels a subtle tingle, a soft vibration, as if the luminoweave gauntlet is sensing the heightened temporal energies here. It is a comforting presence, an anchor. In this beautiful, shifting chaos, you take a slow, gentle internal breath, filling your being with the pure, resonant energy of this dreamscape. Your intention forms, gently, clearly, to observe, to understand, to allow the path to reveal itself, not to force, not to push, but to simply be present with unwavering curiosity. You feel your focus sharpen, not with tension, but with a soft, expansive clarity, like still water reflecting the sky. As you hold this intention, the swirling vortex of memory motes begins to subtly change. The colors within it deepen, shifting from soft silvers and blues to richer golds and purples. It is as if your pure intent is gently influencing its very essence. The individual motes seem to slow their dance, becoming more defined, more vibrant, each one a tiny, exquisite gem of light. You reach out your gauntlet-clad hand, not to touch the vortex directly, but to simply extend your awareness towards it, feeling the subtle currents of air, the gentle pressure of gravity's caress, guiding your hand. Your skin feels a delicate warmth, a soft hum, as your fingers approach the outer edge of the swirling light. You pause, focusing intently on the sensation. The air between your fingers and the vortex feels charged with potential, with possibility. The light from the memory motes casts a soft, shifting glow onto your approaching hand, making the starlight threads of your gauntlet seem to pulse, to breathe with an internal radiance. And then, as your hand hovers, you notice something truly remarkable. Within the swirling light, the subtle images that were fleeting, indistinct, now begin to coalesce, to clarify. They are not merely memories. They are reflections of moments, of choices, of thoughts that have shaped your path, your journey. You see a brief glimpse of yourself from a time long ago, standing at a crossroads, facing a decision. The image is translucent, ethereal, yet undeniably real. You feel a gentle echo of the emotions from that moment, not a strong, overwhelming wave, but a soft, distant ripple, a quiet recognition of your own growth, your own resilience. Your internal monologue embraces this vision. It is a reminder that even in moments of perceived uncertainty, your inner wisdom was always there, guiding you even when you were unaware. This dreamscape is mirroring your inner journey, reflecting your progress, your inherent strength. You continue to observe, allowing your awareness to settle. The vortex gently responds, not by clearing a path in a straight line, but by opening a subtle, curving channel, a luminous tunnel of shifting light that seems to draw you in, softly, gently, like a welcoming embrace. The edges of this channel shimmer with all the colors of a nebula, a promise of safe passage. You take a gentle internal breath. Your intention is clear: to enter this luminous channel, to flow with its currents, to surrender to its dynamic nature. You feel a subtle shift in your buoyancy, a gentle lightness, as if gravity's caress is anticipating your movement, adjusting itself perfectly to guide you. You begin to glide, slowly, gracefully, into the channel. The air here feels like liquid silk, cool, smooth, and incredibly pure. It flows around you, through you, carrying you forward with an almost imperceptible momentum. Your movements are not forced. They are a flowing extension of your intention, a dance with the dream itself. As you glide deeper, the crystalline walls of the channel pulse with soft light, creating a tunnel of ever-changing hues, from deep oceanic blues to brilliant starlit golds. The memory motes that form the walls of the channel gently brush against your ethereal form, like soft, feather-light kisses. They transmit a sense of peace, a quiet understanding. You pause, allowing your senses to fully absorb this passage. The delicate scent of ozone, of ancient metal, and something subtly floral intensifies here. It is the breath of these stored memories, released into the air, a unique aroma that deepens your immersion, your connection to this fluid reality. You feel the lumina-weave gauntlet hum softly against your hand, a gentle, resonant vibration. It is reassuring, a reminder of your lucidity, your connection to this dream world. You realize that by surrendering to the maze, by observing with detached curiosity, you have not gotten lost. You have, in fact, found a deeper pathway, one revealed only through trust, through acceptance. You continue to glide through the channel. The light around you seems to grow brighter now, more concentrated, a beacon, drawing you forward. The subtle currents of the air gently push you, softly guide you, as if the dream itself is celebrating your surrender, your effortless flow. And then, as gently as it began, the channel opens up. You emerge into a space of breathtaking beauty, a truly wondrous sanctuary, the Ether Song Grotto. This chamber is vast, yet intimately cradling. Its walls are composed entirely of enormous, perfectly smooth, pearlescent shells, each one shimmering with a soft, inner luminescence, like polished moonlight. The floor beneath you is a tranquil pool of water, so clear, so still, that it perfectly reflects the cosmic tapestry above, making it seem as though you are floating between two infinite skies. The air here is warmer, softer, and carries a faint, sweet scent, like distant honeysuckle and pure crystalline rain. You feel an immediate sense of profound peace, a quiet awe. This place is a haven, a sanctuary from the shifting chaos of the temporal currents. You land softly, gently, your feet barely disturbing the surface of the luminous water. It ripples once, a single perfect circle, before settling back into stillness. Like liquid glass, you pause, gazing at your reflection in the water. Your form is clearer now, more defined, still shimmering with the inner light of your lucidity. The luminoweave gauntlet on your hand glows with a soft, constant radiance, a testament to your journey, your presence. You feel a deep knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. In this moment, as you stand, you begin to hear it. The ether song. It is a soft, resonant melody, emanating from the pearlescent shells themselves, a chorus of gentle hums, of delicate chimes, of ethereal whispers. It is not music in the traditional sense, but a symphony of stillness, a choir of quietude that resonates deep within your very being. You close your eyes, even though you are in a dream. You allow your awareness to simply bathe in these sounds. This profound auditory sensation, it feels like the universe itself is singing to you. A lullaby of ancient wisdom, a song of pure, unadulterated peace. Each note seems to gently wash away any lingering thoughts, any residual tension, leaving behind only pure, expansive calm. Your internal monologue notes a feeling of deep connection to the essence of this dream, to the very fabric of existence. You understand that this ether song is not merely sound. It is vibration. It is information. It is the voice of the cosmos, translated into a language your soul can understand. You feel utterly safe, utterly held. In this sacred space, you open your eyes again and notice that the luminous water of the pool is pulsing with soft light, in perfect synchronicity with the ether song. Gentle waves of color ripple across its surface, like living paint, from soft emeralds to brilliant sapphires to shimmering golds, each wave a visual representation of the resonant melodies. You reach out your gauntlet-clad hand towards the water. Your intention is pure, to connect, to interact, to understand. The luminoweave gauntlet pulses with anticipation. A gentle warmth radiates from your palm as your fingers approach the luminous surface. Your fingertips make contact with the water. It is cool, silky smooth, and alive with a gentle internal vibration. You feel a subtle surge of energy flowing from the water through your gauntlet and into your core. It is invigorating, renewing, a profound energetic exchange. And as your fingers rest upon the water, the ether song intensifies, not in volume, but in clarity. The whispers become more distinct, the hums more resonant. You begin to perceive subtle patterns within the sound, like intricate codes or ancient algorithms of consciousness itself. Your internal monologue expands. You realize that this ether song is a form of communication, a language of the dream, a way for this living architecture to share its wisdom, its secrets, with those who are ready to listen, ready to receive. You feel a profound sense of gratitude for this moment, for this connection. You gently withdraw your hand from the water. The ripples subside. The ether song softens, returning to its gentle, resonant hum. But the feeling of connection remains, a warm, glowing ember within your being. You know that you have gained something invaluable here, a deeper understanding of the dream's inherent wisdom. You begin to glide slowly around the perimeter of the ether song grotto, observing every intricate detail. The pearlescent shells that form the walls are not uniform. Some are vast, smooth, and perfectly spherical. Others are smaller, with delicate, fluted edges, like the petals of an impossible flower. Each one a testament to the organic artistry of this dream world. You notice tiny, bioluminescent motes of light drifting gently through the air, like fireflies in a cosmic garden. They pulse with a soft, golden glow, leaving faint, shimmering trails in their wake. You reach out your hand, allowing one to gently land on your gauntlet-clad finger. It feels impossibly light, like a single breath of starlight. The tiny mote pulses softly in your palm, emitting a miniature ether song of its own, a high-pitched, delicate chime. You gaze at it in awe, realizing that even the smallest elements of this dreamscape carry the same profound energy, the same quiet wisdom as the grandest structures. You feel a quiet joy, a deep sense of belonging. You release the mote, watching as it gently drifts away, joining its companions in their silent, luminous dance. You feel your own energy renewed, your focus sharpened. You're being filled with a profound sense of peace. This sanctuary has prepared you for whatever lies ahead. As you glide towards the far side of the grotto, a subtle shift in the ether song occurs. The gentle hum begins to take on a slightly different quality. A faint, discordant note, a subtle tremor that ripples through the tranquil air. It is almost imperceptible, but your heightened awareness, honed by the Luminoweave gauntlet, registers it clearly. Your internal monologue notes a feeling of gentle curiosity, mixed with a quiet alertness. This change, It feels like a subtle disturbance, a ripple in the fabric of this peaceful sanctuary. It suggests that something new is approaching, something that will draw you out of this serene space and back into the unfolding narrative of the chronal vortex atrium. You pause, focusing on the subtle shift in the ether song. It seems to be coming from a specific direction, beyond a large, naturally formed archway made of glistening, obsidian-like stone. That marks the exit from the ether song grotto. The light beyond the archway is different, more muted, almost shadowed, a contrast to the pearlescent glow of the sanctuary. The faint discord in the ether song intensifies slightly. A subtle metallic tang enters the air, blending with the sweet honeysuckle scent of the grotto. It is a familiar scent, one you have encountered before, in the chronal vortex atrium, a reminder of the temporal distortions and the forces that operate within this grand dreamscape. You know deep within your being that it is time to move forward, time to engage with the next phase of your journey. Your intention forms clearly, purely, to pass through the obsidian archway and confront whatever lies beyond, to maintain your lucidity, your mastery. No matter the challenge, you initiate a gentle movement, gliding slowly, gracefully towards the dark archway. Your lumina weave gauntlet pulses with a soft, steady rhythm, a quiet strength, as if it too is ready, prepared for the unfolding events. Your body feels light, effortless, moving with a profound sense of purpose. As you approach the archway, the pearlescent shells of the grotto seem to subtly dim their internal light, as if offering a quiet farewell, a gentle blessing for your continued journey. The contrast with the darker light beyond the archway becomes more pronounced, a clear threshold between tranquility and challenge. You step through the obsidian archway, and immediately the atmosphere changes. The ether song recedes into a faint, distant hum, replaced by a subtle, unsettling silence, broken only by the low, resonant thrum of the chronal vortex atrium. The air here feels colder, sharper, carrying that distinct metallic tang of ozone and raw, unbridled energy. You find yourself back within the main expanse of the chronal vortex atrium, but something is different. The spiraling currents of luminous water are no longer moving with their graceful, slow power. They are agitated, turbulent, creating chaotic eddies of light and violent, miniature whirlpools of swirling colors. The cosmos above you, while still breathtaking, is now partially obscured by swirling clouds of dark, nebulous energy. They pulse with an ominous violet light, casting deep, unsettling shadows across the crystalline platform beneath your feet. The starlit ocean below is similarly disturbed, its depths churning with unrest. You feel an immediate sense of unease, not fear, but a deep recognition that the inherent balance of this space has been disrupted. Your internal monologue notes a quiet understanding that this disturbance is not natural. It is a manifestation, a reflection of a powerful, disruptive consciousness operating within this dream. You know, deep within your being, who is responsible for this chaos. Alex Starglade, the antagonist, whose presence has now profoundly altered the very architecture of this sacred dreamscape. The stakes are clear. The fate of this world, this beautiful, impossible realm, it hangs in the balance. You glance down at your luminoweave gauntlet. It pulses with a more intense light now, a constant, vibrant glow, as if gathering its strength, preparing for the confrontation ahead. You feel a surge of quiet confidence, a deep sense of inner power. You are ready, you are capable to face this challenge. Your eyes scan the churning currents, the obscured cosmos, searching for any sign of Alex Starglade. You know he is here. His disruptive energy permeates the very air. You feel a subtle pressure, a faint, almost imperceptible push from the turbulent currents, as if they are trying to steer you, to disorient you, to exploit your flaw of getting lost in currents. But you remember your learning, your surrender in the labyrinth of shifting realities. You breathe softly, gently. You allow any thoughts of disorientation to simply dissolve. You focus instead on your core, your center, your unwavering intention to maintain your clarity, your lucidity, to move with purpose. You feel a subtle vibration, a distinct tremor from across the coronal vortex atrium. Your gaze is drawn towards a colossal, shimmering vortex of pure energy. It is forming directly above a raised crystalline dais, in the very heart of the atrium. This vortex is not natural. It is an act of deliberate, powerful dream control. And there, at the base of this towering vortex, standing upon the crystalline dais, is a figure cloaked in shadows, yet radiating an unmistakable aura of intense, focused power. This is Alex Starglade, and beside him, her form shimmering with a soft, protective light, is Ava Ember, her presence a foil, a quiet counterpoint to Alex's chaotic energy. Alex Starglade turns his head slowly, as if sensing your presence. His gaze is like pure, concentrated darkness, cutting through the swirling chaos of the atrium. It meets your inner vision, and you feel a subtle ripple, a faint tremor in the very fabric of your lucidity, a direct challenge to your mastery. He raises a hand, and in it, he holds a shimmering, pulsating sphere of pure energy. It is not the water star relic, but something far more potent, far more dangerous. It seems to absorb the light around it, to distort the temporal currents, a profound manifestation of his control over the dream, his misguided power. Your internal monologue reaffirms your intention. You are here to restore balance, to protect this dreamscape, to reestablish harmony. Your luminoweave gauntlet feels warm, solid in your hand, a direct extension of your will, your pure consciousness. Ava Ember beside Alex shifts subtly. Her gaze is not directly at you, but towards the shimmering vortex that Alex controls. There is a deep concern in her posture, a quiet worry. Her presence here feels like a silent plea, a desperate hope that you can bring resolution to this escalating conflict. Alex Starglade speaks. His voice is not loud, but it resonates through the very air, a low, guttural thrum that seems to vibrate deep within your bones. It is a voice filled with fractured power, with a distorted ambition. The gauntlet, it belongs to me. Its power is mine to wield, to shape realities as I see fit. His words are a direct challenge, a claim over the very MacGuffin you now possess, the luminoweave gauntlet. You understand the profound stakes. If Alex gains control of its abilities, combined with his already disruptive power, this dreamscape, and potentially countless others, could be plunged into irreversible chaos. The fate of the world hangs in this moment. In this dream, you feel a deep calm descend upon you, a quiet resolve, your connection to the dream, your mastery over its fluid geometry is stronger than any chaotic force. You will not fight with brute strength, but with unwavering intention, with pure consciousness. You lift your gauntlet-clad hand, not in aggression, but in a gesture of calm authority. Your intention forms, clearly, purely, to dim the towering vortex that Alex controls, not to destroy, but to gently bring it back into balance, to restore its natural flow. You focus your inner vision upon the vortex, gently, softly, but with absolute, unwavering intent. The luminoweave gauntlet pulses with a brilliant, silver light, a direct channel for your lucid will. You pour your focused consciousness into the act, and you watch as the colossal, shimmering vortex above Alex Starglade begins to subtly dim, its raw, violet light slowly receding, its turbulent energy gently lessening. It is not an abrupt cessation, but a graceful, slow return to a more harmonious state, like a raging storm slowly calming itself under the gentle influence of the moon. Alex Starglade visibly recoils, a flicker of surprise, a momentary break in his shadowed composure. Gaze snaps to your gauntlet-clad hand, a spark of frustration, of thwarted will passes across his face. He did not anticipate this level of mastery, this subtle, powerful control. Ava Ember, however, lets out a soft, almost imperceptible sigh of relief. A faint light of hope flickers in her ethereal form. She glances at you, a silent acknowledgement of your growing power, your pure intention. Alex Starglade raises his hand, the shimmering energy sphere pulsating ominously within it. His voice, now tinged with a deeper defiance, projects outwards. You think you can stop me. This realm is mine to command. Its currents flow to my will. He gestures sharply, and the chaotic eddies of luminous water around him intensify, spiraling rapidly, threatening to engulf the dais, to pull you into their disorienting grasp. You feel the currents, like invisible hands, trying to tug at your ethereal form, to pull you into their dizzying dance. It is an assault on your balance, on your focus, a direct play on your inherent flaw of getting lost in currents. But you stand firm, rooted in your calm, your lucidity. You remember the labyrinth of shifting realities, the lesson of surrender, of observation, of flowing with the dream's dynamic nature. You will not be lost, not here, not now. You adjust your buoyancy, not to fight the currents, but to flow effortlessly above them. Your intention forms, clearly, purely, to become lighter still, to rise just above the tumultuous waters, to view the scene with absolute clarity, with perfect balance, and indeed, you feel a gentle upward pull, a soft, effortless ascent. Your body begins to float, even higher, even more freely. You rise slowly, gracefully, above the churning waters. The chaotic eddies swirl harmlessly beneath you, unable to grasp or disorient your unwavering form. Alex Starglade watches your ascent, his eyes narrowing. The shimmering energy sphere in his hand pulses with renewed intensity, as if he is channeling all his frustration, all his chaotic will, into a desperate countermove. And then, as you hover, perfectly balanced above the turmoil, you hear it. A new sound, deeper, more resonant than the ether song. It emanates not from the pearlescent shells, not from the crystals, but from the very heart of the starlit ocean below, from the luminous water itself. It begins as a low, continuous thrum, a profound vibrational pulse that resonates deep within your being, and then it coalesces into words not spoken aloud, not heard with your ears, but felt directly within your consciousness. A voice, clear, pure, ancient, and utterly familiar. You are not lost. You are simply flowing. The currents are your guide. The chaos is a mirror. The voice is gentle, nurturing, yet immensely powerful. It wraps around you like a soft, comforting blanket, dispelling any last vestiges of doubt, any subtle unease. It is a voice of absolute wisdom, of unwavering truth. Your internal monologue blooms with a profound realization. This voice, this deep, resonant wisdom, it is not external. It is not coming from the dream's architecture. It is coming from within you. It is your own inner wisdom, the deepest part of your consciousness, made manifest, made audible within this dream. The water's voice is your own. This twist fills you with an incredible sense of empowerment, of profound self-knowledge. The dream is truly a reflection of your inner state, and your inner state is one of peace, of clarity, of unwavering power. Alex Starglade, sensing this shift in energy, this new resonant force, stumbles slightly. The energy sphere in his hand flickers. Its light wavers. He looks around him, confused, as if searching for the source of this profound sound. This inner voice he cannot perceive, cannot control. Ava Ember looks up at you, her face now illuminated by the gentle radiance of your gauntlet and by the profound, emanating energy of the water's voice. A deep smile spreads across her features, a profound sense of relief and quiet understanding. She knew, she understood the true nature of this power. You project your intention, not at Alex, but at the chronal vortex atrium itself, to restore its natural balance, its inherent harmony. You envision the spiraling currents, calming, flowing with graceful power once more. You imagine the nebulous clouds of dark energy dissolving, revealing the infinite cosmos above, pure, clear, breathtaking, and with the gentle, guiding resonance of your own inner wisdom, the dreamscape begins to respond. The turbulent currents slowly, gracefully begin to calm. The chaotic eddies dissipate. The luminous water flows with its original, majestic rhythm, like cosmic rivers, returning to their ancient, peaceful paths. The swirling clouds of dark, nebulous energy above you begin to gently part, to dissolve, like mist in the morning sun, revealing the full, infinite tapestry of nebulae, of distant galaxies, of glittering stars, each one a tiny diamond on velvet cloth. The breathtaking colors, deep purples, rich blues, fiery oranges, swirling together in a cosmic dance, restored to their original, pristine beauty. Alex Starglade watches in silent, stunned disbelief. The energy sphere in his hand flickers once more, and then, with a soft, almost imperceptible pop, it dissolves into harmless motes of light. Like dying embers, his power, his chaotic will has been neutralized, not by force, but by harmony, by balance, by your unwavering inner clarity. He stands there for a moment, defeated, yet not destroyed. The chaos within him, reflected in his shadowed form, seems to soften, to lessen. He is simply Alex Starglade, a dreamer, lost in his own currents, in his own distorted ambition. Ava Ember gently approaches Alex, her ethereal form glowing softly. She places a hand, filled with quiet compassion, on his shoulder. He looks at her, and in his eyes you see a flicker of recognition, a momentary glimpse of a lost self, a longing for peace, for harmony. You know that Alex's journey is not over. He will learn. He will find his own path back to balance. But for now, the chronal vortex atrium is safe. The fate of this world secured. By your lucidity, your inner wisdom, your mastery, you gently descend, landing softly on the now calm, crystalline platform, Your luminoweave gauntlet glows with a gentle, triumphant light. A steady, soft hum. You have used its power, its purpose, not for control, but for harmony, for restoration. You take a deep internal breath. The air here smells again of salt, of ozone, and of something utterly fresh, clean, like the birth of a new world. But now, it is imbued with a deeper peace, a more profound reverence. You look around the magnificent open-air temple dome. The cosmos stretches infinitely above you. The starlit ocean pulses peacefully below. Spiraling currents of luminous water flow with slow, graceful power. Constellations of living light dance in perfect synchronicity. The intricate glimpses of alien futures, of primeval pasts, exist again in harmonious, translucent layers around you, within the swirling currents, balanced, peaceful, perfect. You feel a profound sense of gratitude for this journey, for these lessons, for the deep inner wisdom that guided you. Your connection to this living, breathing architecture is absolute. You are truly at home within this lucid dreamscape, and you know that you can always return. You pause, allowing your awareness to settle, to simply be, to just exist in this tranquil space. The hum of the coronal vortex atrium is now a gentle lullaby, a soft, resonant thrum that vibrates deep within your bones, a song of harmony, of balance. And as you stand here, in this restored sanctuary, you notice far off in the distance a new light, a soft, shimmering glow. At the very edge of your perception, it is a portal, unlike any you have seen before, circular, and composed of pure, swirling starlight. It pulses with an invitation, a silent promise of further exploration, deeper mysteries. You cannot see what lies beyond. You cannot hear what whispers from its depths, but you know, with a quiet certainty, that this new path will be waiting for you, a new wonder to explore with me when you are ready to return, a new journey to unlock even more boundless realms of your inner consciousness, so deeply peaceful, you can always find your way back to me. A simple, gentle click to keep this path open, so I can be here to guide you. Sleep well.